What's up, FTCs? We're going to start another little segment called Prediction Bingo for all the PLEs coming up.
And what that means for the FTCs is we will be creating new bingo cards for every PLE so you guys can play too.
BINGO. Let's go.
Coming in hot, WWE Raw results February 3rd.
And we're starting it out with the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso, showing up in Cleveland.
And crying like a baby.
He did cry. Just for Gunther to come out and say what all of us out here have been thinking. I know all y'all been thinking at FTCs. You are nothing for my legacy. If I beat you, it just is another nothing. If I were to beat CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena at Mania, it would have meant something to me. I don't want to see this at the main event of Mania because I don't feel like Gunther has what it takes right now, and anybody can hate me in the comments all they want, to bring the best out of Jey into the road to WrestleMania. This storyline just wouldn't be what it should for the person who won the Royal Rumble. Regardless if Jey won, it doesn't matter who wins the Rumble. That storyline going into the main event of Mania has to be good. It doesn't matter who wins it. Hornswoggle could have won it. Zawa could have won it. But we have to have some good storytelling if that's going to be the main event. And Gunther's just a little dull to me because he's good,
I like Gunther. I think he's a pretty dominant villain. I don't think this is going to be the main event Jey takes part in. I think if Jey does make it to this WrestleMania main event and he faces Gunther, he better get ready to cry tears of sorrow rather than tears of joy.
But in our first match, we get Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser was kind of pissed off at Penta because he eliminated him in 4 seconds out of the Rumble.
Yeah, and Ludwig thought he was being smart, standing on the outside and stuff.
So, we get the match and everything, and Penta beat him. It was a pretty good match. Ludwig always does good, and we're starting to get to see what Penta can do. He's getting more comfortable in the ring with the WWE guys. So I enjoyed everything that happened in the match. But what I was confused about, and you were too probably, Devin, at the end, Pete Dunne comes out. And then just for Ludwig to attack Penta from behind.
Yeah, I don't care about Pete Dunne.
It's like, dude, you're irrelevant.
He's boring.
Ludwig Kaiser's so much more entertaining than him. They try to act like Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne's on the same level.
But they're not.
They're not. So, maybe we'll see a triple threat or something next week. I don't know. That'd be cool. Ludwig Kaiser, Penta, and
I wouldn't hate it,
Pete
man.
Dunne.
Ludwig really needs some good wins. He takes a lot of L's. Charlotte Flair returns to Monday Night Raw to celebrate winning the Women's Royal Rumble.
And it did not go as planned. Everybody in Cleveland was booing her.
She was met with nothing but disapproval.
You could literally tell halfway through the promo she was cutting, she went from trying to be sole babyface to actually edging the crowd into thinking she's a heel.
Yeah, she was I'm doing this for you guys and you're booing me. She had that kind of attitude.
But then, Rhea Ripley comes out and she reminds Charlotte, she's like, we got history, you've beat me once, I've beat you once. We're 1-1 against each other. Let's run it back and see who's really better.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. I think this is probably the main event I prefer over Charlotte versus Tiffany. I think Tiffany needs somebody to step up and be a good opponent for her going to WrestleMania.
And Rhea literally told Charlotte to her face, she's like, the person you faced in the past, that was the kid version of me. She's mommy now. She's evolved. So, it's not the same Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair will be facing if she does decide to pick mommy. Be a good match, though. Next up, The New Day versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. And The New Day happened to introduce a new theme song, their new heel theme song. And it was apparently done by one of our favorite evers to make theme songs, and I hope he comes back. I hope Def Rebel actually got fired. So
I noticed that their theme was different, but I didn't get a good opportunity to listen to the new theme. Logan Paul at ringside for this match.
Yeah, Logan Paul's pretty much just trying to, I guess, start a little bit more beef with Ray since like next week on Raw they're gonna have a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber, which if y'all want a prediction on that, Logan Paul's probably gonna win
Yeah, he'll definitely
because
be in the chamber.
he's been in the last three chambers. I don't think we can see the chamber without him now because he's done made that one of his top things. So the New Day get the win, and like we haven't seen them in a match in a minute since they've turned on Big E. So they got them a win against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
I feel like they needed some wins too, man.
So we'll see where the New Day thing goes on from here.
Liv Morgan versus Io Sky in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
And it didn't go the way we all expected. It was a
Yep.
good match, and then it got ended abruptly.
So, of course, Liv and Raquel are going to be up to no good before the match and like try to gain an unfair advantage and beat people up and be evil. But it come back to work in their favor, which I don't think was kind of the intention.
Yeah, so like them attacking Io Sky and Rhea Ripley before the match had Rhea Ripley mad enough to at least run down there and interact, right? So when she did and she hit Liv, Io Sky automatically loses. So they like maniacally came up with some stuff to get her into the
Yeah, they
elimination
were playing
chamber.
mind games, and I'm wondering what that's gonna like do for Io and Rhea, man. Maybe that could be at WrestleMania.
I don't know, but I really do feel bad for Io, bro. Like I really do. Like, come on. Genius of the Sky. But next, we get right before the main event, we get a Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn little segment, and they're pretty much just like having a conversation and like I don't know why the kick wasn't brought up. Sami Zayn and Lula kicked Seth Rollins 2 times in the last 2 weeks, and he didn't bring that up, but he did bring up the fact that he's facing CM Punk tonight and he needs him to beat him.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want CM Punk to have that opportunity.
Also, Seth freaking Rollins came out with that Trish Stratus crash out suit looking like he's playing Red Dead Redemption or
And then
something.
he said Sami Zayn doesn't like CM Punk either. And I like that they kept bringing up that CM Punk said Sami Zayn's not on my level. Like, please. So after this, man, when the main event started and CM Punk made his way down to the ring, honestly, these guys have good synergy. I was thoroughly entertained, and I'm biased. I'm a CM Punk, guy, but this was a good main event.
And apparently it was the first time that they faced inside of WWE, so like just think of how Sami Zayn and CM Punk felt in that match too. Like you seen the storytelling and the vision in it, you know what I mean? Like that was a good match. Like that was match of the night of Raw for sure. And the fact that we got to see CM Punk wrestle on Raw, that was cool. Cause like I mean he's getting on up there, So
And, man, Sami Zayn is just the master of like reviving out of nowhere and like getting this crazy like surge of energy.
I just want to point out Sami Zayn's been main eventing a lot of Raws here recently. Like they're low key pushing the hell out of Sami. I don't think everybody's seeing it like other things. But then CM Punk obviously he's gonna qualify for the Elimination Chamber. He wins. He beats Sami and it was a good match, a hard fought battle. But at the end we have a little questionable, like, what the heck, KO? He comes in and he like package pile drivers Sami and like he's literally wearing the Sami Forever shirt. Why'd he turn on Sami Zayn, bro?
Yeah, I think he's just mad because Sami didn't help him against Cody Rhodes like he asked him to.
But it's like he didn't help him in the Rumble, so like why would he? Like obviously the match came before that one. But
He's
still,
like, you picked Cody Rhodes over me, Sami.
it's like Sami was still out there checking on him. He wasn't checking on Cody.
I'm surprised Kevin Owens was even here, dude,
That's crazy.
after the beating he took.
So, as far as that goes, we're gonna have to really see what's going on. That looks like it might be turned into a WrestleMania match right there. But what's next for Sami Zayn since he lost to CM Punk?
What tricks are Logan Paul going to get up to next week?
And are we gonna find out who Jay and Charlotte both are gonna face at WrestleMania?
Just catch us in the next episode to find out.
See, it sounds.
And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.